So you want to sit well. I'm going to pull back so I have a little more room. Find your sits bones, find your feet, find the floor. And let's first connect to our Dantian before we start doing anything more specific. So just inhale, exhale, in and out of your Dantian, simply. And then bring part of your attention to the chi field all around you and see yourself sitting in a mist cloud of golden light. So I use interchangeably golden mist, golden light. You get to choose whichever one appeals to you today. I want you to inhale and fill your whole body with that golden light. And as you exhale, draw that light into your Dantian. If you haven't done any purging before you've sat down to do this practice, we can inhale, fill your body with golden light. And as you draw that light into your Dantian, visualize exhaling grayness, cloudiness, giving your body the opportunity to use its wisdom and purge whatever needs to go. A couple breaths just like that. And just know whenever we work with an organ, difficult emotions, and sometimes the wisdoms can be overwhelming in their own way, return to your Dantian. That is your anchor, your ballast. It's always there. Let's begin with our lungs. Smile into your lungs. Connect with them through that smile, through appreciation and gratitude. And only then offer your lungs the imagery of inhaling white light, exhaling grayness, cloudiness. I'm more concerned that you nourish your organ with the color and purge it with the gray. But Qigong is very efficient. So we have the opportunity, let's use it. So just listen to what I'm saying. Don't try to remember. Stay with that white inhale and that gray exhale. The elemental energy of the lungs is metal. And in Tao, we don't have a hierarchy of value. A stainless steel knife, table knife in your drawer is just as much metal as some precious ore you've purchased and treasured. Metal element, the energy moves by condensing or coalescing, the way that molecules of ore come together and form pieces and then form entire veins within the earth. And on the surface, metal appears as our mountains. And majestic eruptions from the surface. They are the keepers of the memory of the planet, the memory of the spirits of place, the ancestors, and us. It all governs the autumn. It governs the time of day when light begins to fade. It governs the time of life when we are fully actualized, when we are kings and queens of our domains and just enjoying what we've accomplished and what has been given us. It's also the time of the autumn harvest, so that abundance and that time of gathering and family and warmth made through gatherings. Open your eyes gently. So always the sounds and movements are made with open eyes after we've been internal. So inhale, hands float up, reverse, elbows out to stretch the physical lungs, looking up and out, S sound. And return. Stay with your lungs. Stay with the white inhale, gray exhale. Open yourself to some of the burdensome emotions of the metal of your lungs, which is sadness, melancholy, or grief. Sit with them for just a few breaths, trusting the structure of the practice to hold you as you do. Eyes open, inhale. Give voice to some of your sadness. And return. Don't reject, turn away from your sadness. Open yourself more and sit with your courage, also held by the structure of the practice. Eyes open, inhale. Invite any of your sadness that is ready to transform into courage with the sound. Return. Be with your lungs a moment longer. And gently float your attention down to your kidneys and smile into your kidneys while the lungs can return to their usual state and absorb this special attention. Smile into your kidneys. Connect to them through gratitude, appreciation. And inhale, indigo blue filling your kidneys. A gentle exhale can exhale grayness, but gently. Stay with that breath. The element governing the kidneys is water. The elemental movement of water is sinking to the lowest point in whatever vessel holds it. The time of year is winter. Time of day is middle of the night or midnight. The agricultural time is when nature's turned inward and the fields are fallow and the trees appear hibernating. Time of life is elder years. And the time of human nourishment is it's a time of conservation and introspection. Special kind of slowness. For the kidneys, we want to stretch our lumbar so we grasp the front of our knees and we lift our heels off the floor. Important not to drop your head. Look out and down. Sound is cho. Cho. Return. Stay with that indigo inhale and gray exhale. Open yourself to sit with some of your fear. Just for a little while. Try not to run away. Try not to distract yourself. Open eyes and inhale and give voice to some of your fear. And return. Don't run away from that fear. But let's sit and honor our gentleness. Not very often valued by our culture. Gentleness is nuanced. It is focused on the other person or the task at hand, providing just enough force, just enough softness. It is in that way an opposition to fear, which is all about fight, flight, freeze, and all about us. Honor your gentleness. Eyes flutter open. Grasp your knees and lift your heels and invite any of your fear that's ready to transform into gentleness. And return. Stay with your kidneys. Don't rush off. Whatever's there is okay. Now let's gently move our focus to our livers. Smile into your liver, so large on your right side, connecting, nourishing it with your appreciation. And begin inhaling some springtime, vibrant green into your whole liver, and exhaling grayness, cloudiness, smokiness. And we can push the exhale and the grayness from our liver. It gets sticky. Invite your liver to release the stagnation it may be holding. The elemental energy of the liver is wood. And that's all wood, all of our plant kin, from moss and lichen and fungus to bushes and grass and trees, tiny saplings to those enormous redwoods. All are celebrations of the expansive life of wood element energy. The season of wood is spring. Time of day is morning. Time of life is youth. The agricultural time is the time of planting. And the time of wood in our creativity and our work is the time of inspiration and coming together with new ideas for new ways of doing things, for new projects, for new paths. Yeah, so inhale, open eyes, our arms circle. Release and reverse. So this is my liver side. And I turn away from my liver to stretch the physical liver. Sound is SH. Shh. Come back to center and then release your fingers and come back. Keep with that beautiful green inhale and that gray exhale. And let's sit with some of our anger. So many of us don't like to know our anger, or that we can get angry, or that we are angry people. Anything's okay. Part of how we deal with that is to call it frustration or impatience. That's anger. Another way we deal with it is to find reasons and causes outside ourselves. So, more than the other emotions, anger likes its stories. So, try not to become distracted or drawn away by past grievances or stories. Just sit with your anger. Eyes gently open. We inhale and circle our arms. Give voice to some of your anger. Shh. Recenter. Release your hands. Don't reject your anger. But now open yourself to your kindness. Sit with your kindness. And sometimes, like we have a hard time embracing our anger, we have a hard time admitting the depth and breadth of our kindness. Honor your kindness. Eyes open and we inhale. Invite any of your anger that's ready to transform into kindness. Shh. Recenter and return. Stay with your liver. Let's float our focus up to our heart and smile into your heart. And inhale a lovely red into your heart. And exhale grayness, cloudiness. The red can be rich, even luscious, but not too hot. And our grayness doesn't carry away stagnation. A heart doesn't get stagnant. It does get overheated. So with your exhale of gray, invite any excess warmth or heat to leave your heart and your chest. The elemental energy of the heart is fire. And like natural fire, the elemental movement is rising. The way warmth or heat rises. The season is summertime. The time of day is high noon when the sun is at its most powerful. The agricultural time is summer harvest, the first one with the fruits and the summer vegetables. Time of life is the first flush of adulthood, often associated with young parenthood. We get our vitality from fire, but just as in external life, fire is dangerous. It can dry us out. It can overheat us. It can burn us. So we bring to any fire practices awareness and sensitivity and water. Always begin with the water when you're working with the fire. Let's open our eyes. Same movement as the liver. Circle, place, and reverse, but this time open your left side. The sound is ha. Back to center and return. Stay with that red inhale, gray exhale. And open yourself to some of your heart emotions. Can be impatience, arrogance, even cruelty. Choose one. Don't try to open yourself to all of those. Just sit with them for a few breaths. Open your eyes and inhale. Give voice to your heart emotion. Recenter and return. Don't deny your heart emotions, but let's open ourselves and sit with our love and our joy. Inhale. Invite your heart emotion, if it's ready, to transform into love and joy. Center. Return. Stay with your heart. And then let your focus float down to your spleen and smile into your spleen. Inhale, nice earthy shade of yellow into your spleen, and exhale, grayness or cloudiness. The elemental energy of the spleen is earth or soil. That earth is the stability at the center. So there is no time of day, nor time of year, nor time of life. Some traditions say that earth is Indian summer. The tradition I was trained in feels that the stability of the earth element rises and becomes more present at the transition between each of the seasons. When those things are changing, it might become chaotic without the stability of earth. Earth is also the element in our mental, emotional, and physical body that can get out of whack the most easily, it seems. We have too much earth, we feel stuck. We can't easily change, even if we feel we want to or should. We have too little earth, our boundaries are weak, and we are often doing things we would rather not do, but somehow can't say no. So let's balance our earth. The movement's a little different. We inhale and we come to bring our fingertips over our spleen. So not center, off to the left a bit, and just below the ribs. And as we open, we make the guttural spleen sound. So as we're halfway there, we begin to make the sound. We're compressing the spleen, but as we return, we open the area to stretch the physical spleen. So let's do that again. And open and return. And keep breathing that inhale of yellow and the exhale of gray. And as you do, open yourself to some of your worry. Can show up as feeling pulled in many directions without your center, or too much compartmentalizing. Again, no center. If the worry gets out of hand, it even can show up as obsession. So you can choose one shade of that and sit with it. Eyes open. Inhale. Turn and open. Without dropping your awareness of your worry or other spleen emotions. Open yourself to your openness, your wholeness, your integrated whole self. Your eyes. Inhale and invite any of your unbalanced earth to transform into balanced, open, and whole earth. Open. Stay with your spleen. For the sixth sound, the triple warmer, it's usually called. We straighten out in front of us our legs and lean back. So we're kind of standing while still seated. We inhale, drawing our hands up, bringing earth energy up through our whole body. And as we exhale, we make the he sound and draw down that earth energy, which drags with it any leftover released chi. No attributes, no seasons. But let's go a little more subtle. We inhale up, we exhale and surrender to the practice, to our life, to the sound. To the earth. Inhale up and surrender. And sit. Surrender is another action or state that our culture is uncomfortable with. Surrender is trust in action. If we trust, we can surrender. It's not a winning, losing thing. You can surrender to the waves of the ocean at the beach when they feel trustworthy, or the moss in the forest, or your mother's bad mood. Let's do a he sound again. Inhale. Twice more. Last one. And just sit. Try not to do too much. Let your eyes open. Let's pull down heaven, gathering the yang light of the sun, drawing it down, nourishing our body, and then nourishing the earth, reaching up to the cool yin light of the moon, nourishing us and nourishing the earth. Last, the ancient light of the stars to us and to the earth.